Ms Legalista here. Thank you for joining the video. I'm going to be honest for a second here. This is the third time I've started trying to record this. It is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm having a rough time getting started. But really and truly, this is about Gmail accounts being under siege. This is what's going on. Scammers are now targeting those accounts, not like they haven't targeted them in the past, but they're doing a whole lot more work to make themselves look legitimate. And as a result, more people are falling for this. So I want to talk about this sort of breaking news, this Yahoo News article that talks about this one guy and what he went through and what he saw in terms of it looking like something that was legitimate. So let me go ahead and click on that after all of the issues that I've been having trying to get this video out. It says, watch out for this Gmail account takeover scam. Users are falling victim to a sophisticated AI-based account takeover scam, which carefully impersonates Google staff over multiple weeks. Again, so another impersonation scam. This is what we see going on all the time. We see federal agencies being impersonated. We see banking and financial institutions being impersonated. We see, I don't know, your now Gmail account, telephone companies, anybody that you have an account with or that most people have an account with, yeah, there can be a lot of impersonation going on. So it says here, this person who is actually an IT consultant, like if you're going to target someone with a scam, don't pick the IT consultant, but there's no way for them to know that. So here's what happened. He received a notification to approve a Gmail account recovery attempt. Well, in his mind, he was like, yeah, there's nothing going on with my account. I'm going to deny this. So it says, which he denied. According to his blog, then received a call for roughly 40 minutes later showing the caller ID as Google Sydney, which he also declined. Now, think about that. We have talked about spoofing numbers and getting that call on your phone and seeing who it is. And even though it says that party, we've talked about this before. Don't believe what you see, right? Don't believe what you see. It says using phony account recovery notifications is a classic trick. But let's scroll down here to the second part where it says, the following week, he received another notification to approve an account recovery alongside a call from an Australian number 40 minutes later. This time he decided to pick up an American voice, very polite and professional. Okay. See, this creating this whole air of legitimacy, trying to get you to think that the person on the phone is legitimate. Told the IT expert there has been suspicious activity on his account. They always start with that, right? Even when it's the banking institution impersonations, they say there has been some suspicious activity on your account. And what is it that I always say? Get up, grab your keys, go get in the car and drive over to the bank. Talk to them in person. In this case, it says the caller said someone illegally accessed his account and downloaded his account data over the course of a week, which reminded him of the previous incident. Now, see how this has been set up? So they call one time before and say something about account recovery. He didn't fall for it. They call a week later saying, aha, we've got some suspicious activity here that makes you think, oh, that other thing, that was it. It's all a trick. It is all a trick. So it says, you see that part, and then it says the IT expert did his due diligence before taking things further and discovered the caller's number was the official one listed as Google Australia's IT support. So now look at how far this trick is going. He had the first call, now the second call, which references the first call. He's looking at the numbers. He's going online and doing his independent verification to check the numbers, even though I've said don't believe the numbers. And he's like, you know, for a lot of people would then check the box and say, okay, this must be legitimate. That's where a lot of people would fall for the trap. It says he decided to ask for a confirmation email, only to find the email he received appeared to be an official one used by Google's support team. So he gets the email and he finds that it didn't arrive from a true Google domain, but from a cleverly disguised fake one, only visible after carefully reviewing the email to field. So you have to look at where that email is coming from and where it says it's going to. Like, you really have to do your research on this. You just cannot take for granted that what you see is correct. I know it's awful. It is really awful. Every time I do something and I get a confirmation, I'm even worried that even my own stuff is spoofing me now. That's 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 how untrusting I am of any of this now, because you just never know. You have to look really hard and do research. He also found no unusual logins in his Google account history. So pull it back up. Go into your own account. Say, I don't see anything. What are you talking about? I don't see anything. Don't give them access to anything. He then realized the caller still on the line was AI generated, as his spacing and pronunciation was too perfect. Like, who talks like that? All of the things that you have to think through now. Imagine getting AI calls that are designed to trick you into turning over your Gmail account information. I mean, what have we come to here? I can't even get spammed. I can't even get scammed by regular people, real people now. I'm getting scammed by AI generated entities. Okay. It says he wasn't the only one who almost got conned. After searching online, he found a user on Reddit who had been hit by a similar scheme, as well as a user on an Australian message board. So, real news here. I mean, because we aren't thinking about this. The fact that now, and I've talked about this before, I know I'm all over the place because this is just unreal how it just keeps changing day after day after day. I did the video where there was the real estate closing and they had the video and it was an AI generated person in the video. And now, this is almost easier to just have AI generated calls. We're already doing robocalls. So now we have AI generated scammers calling to get you to transfer your Gmail account information to them so that they can take them over and have access to all sorts of information about you. So you have to really check. You see how many things he checked here. He was just like, well, wait, let me check the number. Let me check the name that's up here. Where is it coming from? Let me check the email. How does the person sound? Like, I have to break down and listen to whether or not the AI sounds fake or whether or not the AI sounds like a human. Well, let me go ahead and say this. There is going to come a point in time when they are going to fix the AI, the scammers, so that they go, oh, don't sound too perfect. I need you to sound like you know how to converse in a very, frank way with whoever is on the phone. Show emotional, change of tone pitch. That's already out there. It's just a matter of when the scammers will introduce that into their line of work. So that's what's going on here. So keep in mind that when you get these emails from Google or these calls from Google, I know a lot of you are already suspicious of them, but now you need to be double suspicious because, like I said before, the number's going to look correct, the name's going to look correct, the email is likely going to look correct too. You're going to have to dig down in there and see exactly what it says. Then you're going to have to check your own account information aside from them, apart from them, to see. And then you may have to try to contact Google yourself. So there's a lot of work on us now if we want to stay safe. And that's what's going on. So, yes, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this information with people that you know, love, and care about, and maybe people you don't. And peace. Mwah. And don't forget to subscribe.